You can write the polynomial functions in problem 3 in factored form as f of x equals x plus 2 times x minus 2 times x minus 3, and g of x equals x minus 2 squared times x minus 2 times x minus 3. In g of x, the linear factor x plus 2 is repeated, so negative 2 is a multiple 0. In particular, since the linear factor x plus 2 appears twice, you can say that negative 2 is a 0 of multiplicity 2. In general, a is a 0 of multiplicity n means that x minus a appears n times as a factor. Take note, key concept, how multiple zeros affect a graph. If a is a 0 of multiplicity n in the polynomial function y equals p of x, then the behavior of the graph at the x-intercept, a, will be close to linear if n equals 1, close to quadratic if n equals 2, and close to cubic if n equals 3, and so on. So first note, in this region indicated on the graph, the behavior of the graph is close to quadratic at this x-intercept. This is a 0 of multiplicity 2. The behavior of the graph is close to linear at this x-intercept. This is a 0 of multiplicity 1. The behavior of the graph is close to cubic at this x-intercept. This is a 0 of multiplicity 3. Problem 4. Finding the multiplicity of a 0. What are the zeros of f of x equals x to the 4th minus 2x cubed minus 8x squared? What are their multiplicities? How does the graph behave at those zeros? Well, first, rewrite the function f of x equals x to the 4th minus 2x cubed minus 8x squared, and factor out the greatest common factor, in this case x squared. The expression on the right now becomes x squared times the trinomial x squared minus 2x minus 8. So we'll factor that quadratic trinomial in parentheses. In this case, it factors into two binomials. So we arrive at x squared times x plus 2 times x minus 4. Since x squared equals x minus 0 squared, the number 0 is a 0 of multiplicity 2. The numbers negative 2 and 4 are zeros of multiplicity 1. The graph looks close to linear at the x-intercepts negative 2 and 4. It resembles a parabola at the x-intercept 0. Your turn. What are the zeros of f of x equals x squared minus 4x squared plus 4x? What are their multiplicities? How does the graph behave at these zeros?